The confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. It's taken to the 26. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Alert! Hey, alert!
Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They're going for it. This is Harris. And they are 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Lions will take over. Now Montez. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw, Montez. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Montez. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll drop to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Second and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Ben to throw again. Ebron caught left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the Lionsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pass caught. It's Kawan Baker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down, Lions.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down right around the 25. Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Bullock's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Ray McLeod to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be...
And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
2nd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Harris. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Harris. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Khalif Raymond now. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now Montez. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Montez. Open man right side is St. Brown. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
To throw, Montez. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bullet good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Push it back. Spot.
Now here's another carry for Harris, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down.
He'll look to throw. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 77 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run again with Harris. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That one goes for 8 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A give to Harris. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Got his man, Baker. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Second and 10.
And now here's a carry heading left. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
McLeod now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Ben.
And this is caught inside the 5. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that. But they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Second and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. He'll drop to throw.
St. Brown on the catch.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Detroit, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.